EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From way up at the 23 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mixing up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Here we go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. We're scoreless after 1. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Brady to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanket in the passing lanes.
Brady going to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack.
They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Julio Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Boyles. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He drops it off for Bernard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a carry for Bernard.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know. but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Phyzeque. And that'll make our score 14-7. It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
Well, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Boy, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Fournette is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Fournette again.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point put through by Phyzeque, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, If you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 30 yards.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Brady.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here's Brady. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete. Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll give it to Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Another try for Mixon. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here we go. Here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's out right at the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. Finding space at the 40.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back to throw, Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Brady to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Succop's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
One, ready?
From the 25 on 2nd down.
Burrow, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
11, 11.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Burrow, man open. That's Jamar Chase, complete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Burrow throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
11
Mixon will try the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be 2nd down. Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He completes it to Evans.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
On the draw, this is Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down at 4.
Here's Brady to throw.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 14-0. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Brady now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. That good for 22 and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Mixon.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Burrow on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the 16, Brady. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. I'll be pretty fragile. Trying to find a lane, but instead we'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, I'd like them to stay aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Keyshawn Vaughn
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now 21-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
Maybe get any type of points on the board. It'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Rolling to his right.
And he will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brady going to throw here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now.
But he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's Taylor on the return.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Connecting with Mixon.
And he's got some space here.
And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Go, go, go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 empty, 11 empty. 11 Thomas.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Brady going to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Phyzeque. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.